Just one quick thing before I unlock the secrets of the universe for everybody here. God, I'm so sorry. I'm not doing that. The importance of a system. One of the things that we said in the very beginning was don't waste a good pandemic, or you said it in your blog post that you guys should go read for sure. It's actually, I love Bobby's blog post. It's legit one of my favorite things. That said, never waste a good pandemic. This is time for a change. Let's change. In that same sense, absolutely. But in that change, be consistent. So, for instance, there's our dearest friend, my not best friend in the world, does a different exercise every day for his home workout. And he's been showing you guys a new way to work out at home every single day. It's great to have a variety of workouts to do. I agree. But in this time of change, pick a couple little things and just do them over and over. For me, I'm doing a bunch of kettlebell swings, I'm doing a bunch of goblet squats, and I'm doing a bunch of Turkish get-ups. And
And
that's it.
if those exercises that he's showing, for example, are nowhere near what you have been doing as a baseline of your everyday activity status, I actually maybe would recommend not doing them, because you didn't have an Achilles issue, but now you do, because you just did jump rope every day and you haven't jumped since you were 19 and you're in your mid 40s. So
100%.
you know what I mean? That's why you can throw what we know, throwing something new or volume that you're not used to something can cause an issue. So just saying, hey, they're stuck at home, let me give them this activity routine to do, that'll fix it. You might give them hip impingement and Achilles tendonitis, patellar tendonitis, and low back pain because they are not used to that at all. So try to keep it within their bubble of what they've kind of been doing. I mean, we even know this from oxygen studies, right? When you do the, what was the VO2 max?
Yep.
If you could be an elite level cyclist and your VO2 max for running can be crap. This is the specificity principle. This is SAID principle. This is the law of specificity, where just because you're an elite runner does not mean you can just pick up a bicycle and you're an elite cyclist. It does not work like that at all. So you have to, the specificity has to be there. You still have to be somewhat accustomed to the activity that somebody is recommending you to do. Sorry,
Right.
but I just
No,
had to
no, no.
soapbox that
I
one.
love it. No, that was awesome. That was perfect, because you need to pick that thing that you're good at, like fine at, and hammer it home. This goes right back into what we were going to say about telehealth and about prescriptions, about a length of exercise. Look, you need to know that the expectations for an injury when you're not seeing them face to face might be a little bit prolonged because you can't get your magical hands onto them. Right. So you need to know, hey, your knee is hurting. We're going to start foam rolling your quads and IT band or something like that. Don't expect to wake up tomorrow and feel 20 again. So you need to, there's another part that goes back to the beginning. When you do start to prescribe these particular things, give them a timeline. Like, how long does it really take to make these changes? In terms of all these exercises, if you're doing a little change, a little change, a little change, a little change, don't be surprised if you feel just sore in weird places, but don't necessarily notice any big changes. So from the home workout things and the 3 yoga classes that you did online by following your friend or whatever, don't imagine that after that one yoga class that you did, now you're the most flexible person in the world. Pick that one thing and go after it. And so back to the clinical setting, it goes the same way. If you've identified a soft tissue and a muscular problem, make sure that you have prescribed something that will fix that soft tissue and muscle problem. Then let the scientific process take over. You made this hypothesis, you made this structured, informed hypothesis about what's going on. Then you go test, and the patient leaves and they go foam roll their quads. We're just going to stick with this one for now. For how long? A week or something like that? And then they come back and they go, my knee still hurts. Okay. If you believe that they've been foam rolling and they've taken care of their soft tissue issue of their quads, then we can kind of, this is our back in our first episode saying the no thing. Okay. Now we can plop that into the no file, but that doesn't mean it doesn't fit into the larger puzzle that everything is connected. Now you need to think about joints. Now you need to think about the next part. You can think about the next soft tissue. Have they foam rolled their calves? What's the deal with their ankle and their hip? So just make sure if you do give an input that you do let that cook, if you will. Let that cook all the way through, and don't think that if you did one thing that you're good to go. In the same way where if you did one yoga class, you're not the most flexible person. Is that fair?